Okay, welcome back. Another 52 weeks of gaming, and this week I decided that I would try another MMORPG. In this case, I decided to go with Black Desert. It's something that I've seen a lot of stuff online for, a bunch of different gameplay videos, and kind of just how unique it is, and so I felt like it was something I had to go and do. And Black Desert is a game made by Pearl Abyss. You can go and play it on mobile, play it on PC. I personally played it on Xbox. And you have all these different options in it that kind of make it a unique MMORPG. You have your typical class system with your different classes, your stories, your enchanting, your overall gameplay that is kind of stereotypical to an MMORPG, but one of the things that I like about Black Desert is kind of the customization that goes into it. I mean, you can always go with games now and like really customize your appearance and how you look and how you play the game. But I don't know what it is about Black Desert, but it felt to me like there was a lot more to do. Maybe it's because I've played WoW in the past and kind of grew up with it, and so kind of had an idea. And Elder Scrolls kind of had some ideas going in as far as stories and things, but it just feels like the world for Black Desert is bigger, and there's more to it, and there's all these different storylines and missions to go and do, and I barely scratched the surface on any of it. So as overall plot, it's just like the basic things of you wake up, you find out that you're haunted by this nice floating black ball thing with pointy teeth, and go about your day and have to kind of realize the world that you're in and understand it, because you lost your memory, and it's an easy way to go and make up a story there. But you have all these different classes of how you go and choose who you want to go and be, like a berserker, ranger, ninja, all these different things to go and choose, as well as all these different ways and fighting styles to go and do with moves and power-ups and typical things that are in like an MMORPG, as far as like grinding and playing and going through everything. And I don't know, it was just something that I just kept going back during this week to go and play the game, that I was just like, ooh, I wonder if I can go and explore over here. And I will say the one downside to all of it is because of how expansive it is and how much there is to it, that I felt like I was kind of getting a sensory overload of information and just kind of thrown a bunch of things at once. And it's always the like, cool, here's where you can go to train, here's where you can go to buy a house, here's where you can go to fish, here's all these different things you can go to do. And it's a starting area, and I'm like, I don't even know where to begin or what to do to really go through all of it. And so it's something that I think people who like MMORPGs, who have played WoW, who played Elder Scrolls Online, should go and try, because it is along those same lines. It has a unique story to it, and I think anyone who's interested in stories and the RPG aspects in general should go and try it out. It's definitely not something that anyone who's looking for a quick game, honestly, like myself in this sense, should really go and look at, because like all MMORPGs, it is an investment. It is something that you have to go and work your character up, a lot of grinding in order to go and get different items, different loot, different creatures that you can go and have as pets, and just explore the world as a whole, because even there's days in Black Desert that you can go and the servers will go and have no monsters on it, and the specific windows to kind of make it a bit easier. They have dedicated PvP. And actually the one thing that I thought was interesting with Black Desert that other games like WoW and Elder Scrolls Online don't typically do is this idea that you have characters and they are not dependent on the server. So you can go and kind of just create a character and jump from server to server depending on the size of it, and it's not like you have to go and be reliant on one specific server in case like you have friends who are on a different one, and it makes it a bit easier in that sense to play with other people. And I thought that was a really cool thing that Pearl Abyss put into Black Desert, so you don't have to go and worry about all those stresses that come with like, oh shoot, I don't have a character on that server, I guess I gotta make a new one and start over. that you can jump in with friends, jump in with people you meet online, and not really run into those sorts of things. And I know even in this review, I am barely scratching the surface of everything that Black Desert has to offer, but that's also because of how much I've played it. And so I think that there's definitely a lot more to it, and I definitely think it's something to go and check out. I might jump back into it. I definitely, compared to ESO last year, had a bit more fun with Black Desert this year, but I don't know if I'm going to do much into it, just because, again, it's a giant time focus, and you got to pay a lot of attention to things that you're doing in it. So personally, I'm probably not going back in, but I think that most people should go and check it out, because it is a fun MMORPG when it comes down to it.